Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, December 10th, 2013, and U.S. stock market is closed. I'm getting sick of bitching about this market and our system. You know, yesterday I said we had done the spreadsheets to date, and we have made over $550,000 this year, and you just can't do better than that. I mean, we've had absolutely fantastic trading all year long. Only one month did we have a small loss. That was in February. Every other month was positive. This is the greatest system in the world, except right now it's making me throw up. And we just have day after day of the same kind of pattern that is so frustrating. We start out in the beginning of the day looking real good with profits and everything else, and it just goes to hell. And it wouldn't be so bad if it surprised us a little every day, but it's doing the same thing day after day after day. Today, yesterday we had negative $7,000 on the close. Now that's a bad way to come into the day, but we did come into the day this morning, and I was pleased. That $7,000, negative $7,000, actually went to negative 700, only negative 700 right on the open this morning. And for one brief shining moment early on in the day, we were positive over $2,000. And then it just all wilted, faded away, and we ended up closing out $9,600 and losing trades. In other words, what we had yesterday did get worse in spite of the great start we had. And we had some other markets that were so great right at the beginning, and they went to hell. One time I looked at and I counted, we had 20 positions on, 14 of them are negative. Now, we trade with at least a 55% accuracy. You know, to have 14 negative trades out of 20, that's just terrible. And we ended up with every single trade we closed out was negative. And we're not carrying very much positive going into tomorrow. So it was just all around crappy day. I'm sorry, I'm kind of venting, I'm frustrated. This isn't the way I like to spend holiday months, sitting there and losing money after such a spectacular year that we've had. And by the way, we're not going to lose our own money this month, but it's just I'm used to winning, and we've been making money all year, and this month is not going well so far. Anyway, let me show you the Dow Jones Industrial Average closed down 52. That wasn't really the problem, though. I mean, we've done great on days that the Dow's down 50-some points. So, anyway, let's take a look at those charts. Okay, we're looking at the Dow Jones Industrial Average. I imagine that if you are a chart analyst, you might look at this and say, hey, this looks like a head and shoulders top or something like that. Don't believe it. It's just the Dow Jones Industrial Average is basically going sideways, and we don't like sideways markets. We've had this huge move up the other couple days, and then we've gone into this kind of consolidation phase where there's really not enough range on either of those days to tell what they're trying to do, and we don't like that pattern. We like it to go one way or another. That's what seems to get the markets going for us. And we just had another kind of quietly downside day today. I'll show you a couple of I'll show you the. I mean, it's like we're getting one of these every day. It's driving me crazy. This is in Rambus, and Rambus had this huge gap opening today, and of course some people who don't like the way I trade would probably say, well, I deserve what I got because I bought this thing way up here, but I'm a strong believer you buy strength. And we got into Rambus here, and believe it or not, when it was up here, we were up $3,000 in this on this trade. I mean, it looked real good, and it didn't look real unstable up there. And then it started to give way and give way and give way. And if you can believe it, we're holding about negative 2,500 on that on the closing. We gotta hang on to that to tomorrow. I hope maybe it'll decide to reverse this, kind of slide back and continue this strong trend up. But anyway, we went from positive 3,000 to negative 2,500, almost a $6,000 swing. That hurts. That really, really hurts. I'll show you the one decent. I mean, we had a whole bunch of trades, and we had one decent one. This is in GDX. That's a gold mining stock, and this market, we had bought this thing yesterday, and it really wasn't doing anything at all on the close. I hardly paid any attention to it, but we had this huge gap up in the morning on the open this morning, and then this thing just held. You know, unlike everything else we've been doing that can't hold its price at all, GDX held today, and so that's our one shining star. We're holding about $2,000 in open trade equity. Hey, this has got to get better. Guys, I am a systems trader. I've been through this stuff before. You just got to tough it out. But it's tough. It's easy just to get so upset, angry, and discouraged by these markets when your system starts doing this stuff. Anyway, that's the way it goes. This is Trader Bob signing off. I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.